This is America's Man's Man, americasmansman.com. You know, I am baffled. It baffles me sometimes, and I know how fake the fake news is. I know what evil people deliver your... well, they're not... I mean, let's be honest. Nobody's watching CNN anymore. Nobody's watching ABC, CBS, PMS, NBC. But I'm baffled that they think they can get away with it. I'm baffled that the fake news believes that the American people are so stupid that we call it the fake news often, and perhaps you're distrustful of the fake news. Perhaps you have some passing semblance that, well, gee, maybe they're accurate some of the time, but I like to listen to everything. They waste more of your time than anything else, and I repeat to all of you. I don't want to call. I mean, I don't. My intention is not to insult you, but I've worked in the fake news, and I know how awful these people are. And you need to know that I've said this before. I'll say it again. If the fake news reports something, it's more likely to be untrue than. Put it like this: you know any of those Machiavellian types of what do you call them? Very draining persons, VDPs. Those people who are always spreading some morsel of something that it would be awful if it really were true, but it about 99% of the time it isn't. Well, that's the fake news. Okay, they are literally always trying to scare you to extract a profit from you, and they are also in the business of keeping from you what is most important, what you most need to know, because when you're at your wit's end is when the fake news wins. That's how they make their profits. When the fake news wins, America loses. When America wins, the fake news loses. So it's an inverse relationship of success. If the fake news is winning, America is losing, and if America is winning, the fake news is losing. We have a presidential candidate, ladies and gentlemen, whose field organizers are telling their workers in the field, their campaign workers, this is a presidential candidate, and one who has been very successful at recruiting ignorant millennials who get all their information from a combination of their misguided government school indoctrination and the fake news. One of the two, or both. Okay? We have a presidential candidate, one Bernie Sanders, whose field organizer is... We have video. It's a Project Veritas video. You can watch it for yourself on Twitter. This is a Bernie Sanders field organizer, field manager, who is telling an undercover reporter who is one of his workers that, and he doesn't know that this is an undercover reporter. He thinks it's one of the workers. But of course, Project Veritas is very good at they're the best in the perverse game of investigative journalism. Sorry, I'm getting a little jive creeping into my English there for a second. Investigatory journalism. I got to talk to, I got to reach everybody, okay? And the fake news hasn't even, they must think you're really stupid. Now, they're the fake news, of course, which is why they're not... What did he say? He said, this is a Bernie Sanders field organizer, employee, or an official member of the campaign. Maybe he's volunteering. I'm guessing he's probably being paid a little bit less than minimum wage, remember. But he is telling his minions, his brainwashed communist Bernie Sanders minions, that the Russians were right about gulags, and that gulags are a necessary re-education tool. Think workplace sensitivity training, meaning you will smile and nod your head, actually, and crush stone in this case, or else you're not going to live. This is Bernie Sanders' method of free education. This is what they mean when they say free education for everybody. It means you're going to go to like a Russian concentration camp here in the United States. It's going to be a United States reimagining of the Russian gulag. And then furthermore, the gulags are a good thing. That we should take you out of your job, out of your already hideously awful government school, communist union organized communist government school miseducation, and we're going to put you in a concentration camp where you're going to crush stone all day. And this for someone else, not your own stone. You're not building your own buildings. You're building a building for Bernie Sanders, okay, and his minions and all of the complicit fake news propagandists. This is watch the Project Veritas video. He's going to force people out of their jobs and into the equivalent of a United States adapted Russian communist concentration camp called a gulag. This is what his official Bernie Sanders field organizer is saying. And the fake news media is silent on this because they think you're stupid. That's how stupid they think you are. They think you're never going to catch on to this, and that's your fake news for you. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. It's just the fake news is so entrenched. Americans are going along with this for a while, but more and more people are, of course, discovering America's man's man. That's why we're here, to break you out of the wilderness. Not by making you lift stone like Bernie Sanders and the communists, but by freeing your mind so that you can have a shot at your own American dream here in the land of the free, the home of the brave. You're watching America'sMansman.com. I'm Peter Vidala.